is a unit of police officers that are not under the command of the Inspector General of Police that are carrying out these abductions and killings.
Ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Gachagua has come out and called William Ruto because of the continued abduction in the Republic of Kenya. I want you to listen to the speech by one Gachagua, and then we'll be able to discuss and check out on the issues Gachagua has highlighted. Have a look.
When the Inspector General of Police says that the police are not involved in these abductions, and then he admits they are happening, what happens? The National Police Service have a constitutional duty to protect life and property. When the Inspector General of Police admits that he is helpless, what are the people of Kenya supposed to do? The admission by the Inspector General of Police that he is not aware of who is doing the abductions confirms what we know and what we have gathered. There is a unit of police officers that are not under the command of the Inspector General of Police that are carrying out these abductions and killings. There is a building in Nairobi, the 21st floor, in the city center, where this unit is operating from. Led by a certain Mr. Abel, will be giving a second name the next 1 week or so. Is a unit of officers drawn from across security agencies that are not under the command of the Inspector General of Police. Abel is a cousin to a very senior government official in this administration. And if this unit is not dismantled, we'll be giving the name of the building and the full names of that officer and his cousin in this administration. And these people are not answerable to the Inspector General of Police. Your guess is as good as mine as to who is the commander of that unit. Let me emphasize that killing our children will not quell the anger of the Kenyan people. People are very angry with this administration. Abducting young people is not a solution. You must address the cause of the disquiet, of the discontent. Why are people aggrieved with this administration? That must be dealt with. Abducting these children and killing them is not a solution. And I must remind my friend and brother, Dr. William Ruto, that since independence, no government has ever gone for children. This is the first administration in the history of this country to target children for repression and persecution. Even the colonial administration, brutal as it was, it never went for the children. And the question the president must address is simple. Why has everybody turned against you and the administration in only 2 years? That is what you need to interrogate, instead of persecuting these children. Again, he must understand the law of nature. Nature abhors vacuum. When you swallow the opposition and there is nobody to hold you to account, when you capture parliament and other institutions of oversight, since nature abhors vacuum other formations will emerge to oversight you and hold you to account. And that is how the church has come up to hold the government to account. And that is how these young Kenyans have come out to hold the government to account. In the unfortunate event that these children were to be muzzled and silenced through death and abductions and other extrajudicial methods of silencing dissent, some new formations will also come up to hold the government in check, because nature abhors vacuum. So the amount of repression that is going on in the country is unparalleled, it is unprecedented, and it needs to come to an end.
Rigathi Gachagua is a former deputy president. Rigathi Gachagua supported William Ruto in the year 2022. Rigathi Gachagua is a former PA to the former president Uhuru Kenyatta. So to some point, Rigathi Gachagua akona network. Rigathi understands how government works. Rigathi was there during Moi's regime. Rigathi was also present during Kibaki's regime. Rigathi was also present during Uhuru Kenyatta's regime, and his brother was the governor in Nyeri County. Rigathi went to become the deputy president in the year 2022 up to mid-October when he was impeached this year 2024. So, hiyo story umesikia Rigathi Gachagua ame-highlight about Mr. Abel somebody in a certain building in Nairobi getting connected to the continuing abductions. And that Mr. Abel is a cousin to a prominent leader or a prominent person around the president, and for that case, working in State House. Rigathi Gachagua has decided to address President William Ruto directly. For the first time, sasa Rigathi Gachagua ametoa shati. Amemwambia Ruto, sasa hii vita umeletea wananchi sana. It is now the high time you get things right. Because there is no way you will tell us the IG of police, the Inspector General of the police, anasema ajui nani wanafanya abductions. The DCI na NIS wanasema hawajui nini na happen. Aipoa hii historia ya polisi William Ruto asha capture. Imagine William Ruto took Isa Kassan, the former IBC chair, mtu aliwasaidia kuiba kura 2013. I want you to check on these things as they happen. Pole pole tu. Haipoa yenye naangalia venye polisi wanafanya kazi and on their terms of service. Sasa inasimamiwa na one Isaac Kassan. Isaac Kassan was the former chair of IBC from 2013 up to mid 2015 hapo, before Chebukati came in to conduct elections in 2017. So William Ruto is very calculative na hii mambo yote amepanga kabisa. I want you to check out the former CS of the former CS Sports, Murkomen, was in the first William Ruto's cabinet in 2022. Murkomen was appointed in transport. Karibu wadani ipote. Wakenya wakademonstrate, hata Elori walikata keki kusherehekea venye Murkomen alifutwa kazi na William Ruto. Then Ruto appointed Murkomen again to the cabinet as the CS for sports. Hata miezi mbili haijaisha ashamtoa kwa sports akampeleka pale kwa interior. These abductions cannot go on without the knowledge of the Minister of Interior. That is very critical. And one Rigathi Gachagua is now coming out to call William Ruto's government. Na Rigathi atatoboa siri mingi sana. Imagine Rigathi ametuambia kuna building fulani pale Nairobi. Huyo Mr. Abel ana operate from that point. Na amesema atamtaja jina yake ya pili in the next week, in the next coming weeks. Hivi karibuni tu Rigathi Gachagua is going to spill the beans na mambo itaenda kuchemuka hapa mbele. Ladies and gentlemen, express your opinion or your point of view about Rigathi Gachagua's speech and William Ruto's silence on the continued abductions. Give the video a like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in.